The C40 Cities Association brings together 100 cities from around the world. Among them is Warsaw. The organization has created a report that envisions two scenarios. Both are expected to lead to a drastic reduction in greenhouse gas emissions starting in 2030. Progressive target per person per year: 16 kilograms of meat, 90 kilograms of dairy, 8 pieces of clothing, 190 cars per 1,000 people, flying by plane once every 2 years. Ambitious goal: per year per person, 0 meat, 0 dairy, 3 pieces of clothing, 0 cars, flying by plane once every 3 years. President Rafał Trzaskowski revealed, I think, the outline of the Civic Platform program, which is so scrupulously hidden from the polls, and this may be called in a moment probably the North Korea program. Plus, I will only remind you that Mr. Rafał Trzaskowski, in addition to being the mayor of Warsaw, is also vice president, vice chairman of the Civic Platform. The capital's mayor, Rafał Trzaskowski, assures that the C40 Cities Association report is not mandatory for Warsaw. We are dealing with some recommendations that are completely not legally binding for anyone, which speak only about what the future may look like in terms of counting emissions. Warsaw has not made any commitments on this issue. Once again, no commitments on this issue. However, earlier at Campus Poland of the Future, the vice president of the Civic Platform praised the association's radical ideas. Regarding the issue of climate neutrality, it's the only city in Poland that has said 100% yes to 2050. I know it's not ambitious as much as we would like, but in Poland, no one has said that, and we are preparing for it step by step together with C40, the organization that is the most ambitious when it comes to fighting global warming. We have a precise plan on how to get there. When we govern, it will be faster. Such proposals are in line with policies pursued by the European Union. This week, the European Parliament voted to ban the sale of internal combustion cars starting in 2035. I unfortunately regret to say that if he analyzes the EU documents today at the level of our ministry, it is clear how from year to year it is written out and how it is to be implemented. But today, ladies and gentlemen, it is written out even for weeks and for months. The Polish government disagrees with the C40 Cities Association's proposals. Simply some kind of going back to the times when there were no various achievements of civilization, and these proposals were to be signed by Rafał Trzaskowski as the president of Warsaw. Civic Platform politicians believe that the issue of the report is a substitute topic. It is the Poles who will freely choose what they eat, what they wear, what they travel with. Of course, the issue of reducing the greenhouse effect, the fight for the climate, is our common goal, the goal of the government, the goal of the parliament, the goal also of local governments, including the city of Warsaw. Far-left circles have long made it clear, veganism must be mandatory. We're all about sending the entire industry, meat, egg, dairy, back into history. I'm not interested in stories about small farmers and organic farms. Although officially Warsaw City Hall disavows such initiatives, practice shows otherwise. The capital's authorities are famous for making life difficult for drivers, such as by reducing the number of lanes. Such measures are calculated to win over the most radical, pro-environmentalist electorate. There are studies that show this, and this applies not only to Poland. It also applies, for example, to young people of the younger generation, young voters in the Netherlands, or young voters in other countries like Germany, where they are more pro-environment. However, it is also the case that they are pro-environment because for now, it does not cost them. The trend for pro-environmental policies is gaining enormous popularity in Western Europe. However, as Professor Henryk Domański argues, Poland will not be fertile soil for this type of ideology. In general, Rafał Trzaskowski is associated in the popular perception with just such a radical left faction of Civic Platform, which is capable of introducing these demands put forth by the C40 report. The C40 Cities report was compiled 4 years ago by English researchers at the University of Leeds. It is possible that their research hypotheses will become our everyday reality.